Welcome to a beautiful day. Thank you. Hello friends, how are you? With me, David, your good friend, from Mindful Mentors. As I said just now, there is just a story in Mindful Mentors that can sometimes make us smile. Why do we smile? How could it not be? Surely in your heart you are asking why David knows the same life problems as I do, until I started to feel, maybe he is a shaman. Relax, friends. I am not a shaman, nor a magician. I'm just an ordinary person like you, who has also faced many problems. My problem definitely exists, just like yours, like this one. How we often feel confused about how to deal with it. Should we try to find the answers ourselves? Wait? Or even ask other people? Have you ever felt confused in life trying to find the right solution? So, this time we will discuss the power of the mind. Remain patient and humble, because there is golden knowledge that I will share with you. There is a simple science that I use to achieve my goals precisely, with God's permission, namely, the science of flying. Wow! The name is cool, but the practice is simpler than it sounds. It's not about flying into the sky, but rather the feeling of success that makes us feel like we're flying. Life is funny, isn't it? Now, I want you to look at your own life experience. Have you ever felt stuck in a situation that made you confused or waiting for something that never came, such as a soulmate, job, or idea for a business? There is debt, confused about how to pay it off. Often, feelings of confusion arise because we focus too much on our desires without realizing that our thoughts are becoming a burden. Let's stop for a moment and think about it. Where is the word want in our minds? Does it make our lives feel harder? Yes, often the word want is a burden for us. But make no mistake, having a desire is important. Where our mistakes often lie is in how we respond to these desires. Luckily, you guys are here today. Why? Because this video can be a way out for you. You still have to have a desire, but add the following 2 words after the word want, namely really and sincere after it. This will change your perspective. For example, not just, I want to have a soulmate, but I really want to be sincere about my soulmate. Try to feel the difference. The word want, which used to burden our minds, is now a driving force that brings us to sincerity and calm. Let's test it together. Say with full confidence, I really want to be sincere about my soulmate. Say it with a clear voice. Let's say it together. 1, 2, 3. I really want to accept the fate of my arranged marriage sincerely. It feels like a weight has been lifted, doesn't it? Let's try again, this time about work. Previously, we may have used the wrong approach, often saying, I want to get a job, which only added to the burden on our minds. Now, let's use a new, more positive method. I really want and sincerely get a job. Let's practice together. Ready? Say, 1, 2, 3, I really want and am willing to get a job. It feels relieved, doesn't it? The chest feels light, as if we can fly. This is why I call this method flying, because you can feel it yourself. This method can be applied to all aspects of life. I'll explain why it's so effective. Psychologically, when we just say the word want, it gives us hope without effort, without plans, which becomes a burden. However, by adding the words very and sincerely, we indicate strong desire and complete acceptance. Remember the video about power of 0 or the power of neutral? People reach the top when they are truly sincere. You felt it yourself, right? That's the scientific explanation, which you need to understand. As I promised, I will give another example. Previously, I gave an example about soulmate and work. Now let's take another example that we often experience, such as debt. For those of you who have debt, remember that debt can be paid off if we ourselves think clearly. That is the principle of mindful mentors. Problems are solved if we think clearly. Here's how. Just say, I really want and sincerely want my debt to be paid off. Let's say it together. 1, 2, 3. I really want and sincerely want my debt to be paid off. It feels relieved, doesn't it? What's interesting is, our brain no longer asks how. Unlike before when we just said want, our brain immediately asks how. However, by adding very and sincerely, the questions were reduced, not as intense as before. Why is that? Because when we are sincere, we surrender ourselves to God. That is the magic of words. Friends, when we use the right words, we will ask for the right thing. To whom? To humans? To me? Not to God who created me and you. That's the truth. It tastes good, right? So, now here's the next question. Sir, okay, is this all true? This is all good and delicious. It makes sense. The next question is, do I need to try, sir? Or is it enough to just say this over and over again? Like this. Friends, when you say this, your chest feels really full. It feels really good, right? Do you realize that when you are feeling restless, when your chest feels good, the feeling of floating in that moment, your heart is at peace. The more our hearts are at peace, the solution will appear by itself. So, when the path appears, you take it, don't be stunned. I repeat, when we do this, we become calmer, more peaceful, more sincere. That's right, you have felt it yourself. Prove it when it happens. Over time, clues will appear that are not visible until you are sincere like this. So, when the clue appears, do it. Take the opportunity. Don't stare. Are you aware or not? So the business is still there? It's still there. It's just a way to fix it, not an inconsiderate effort. Obviously, you don't understand, right? So, again, that's what I say, over and over again. For those of you who watch the Mindful Mentors video with God's permission, you are lucky, because this knowledge doesn't exist. You know, this knowledge is everywhere. Try looking for it, okay? I have 2 requests. Can I ask first that you click your thumb on it as proof that you like this video? Please? Already? Thank you. Second, you want to practice this every day, at least twice, morning and night. Why? Because that morning is usually when we want to start trying, working, looking for guidance. So use this. Let yourself go first. Use this. If the instructions don't come straight away, that's okay. Just keep doing it while you pray to your God, worship, don't leave it behind, give alms, don't forget it. Use this too. I guarantee that with God's permission, yes, nothing is impossible for your problems. Amen? Amen. No, here. Amen. Therefore, you are lucky to watch this video over and over again. Add it to your playlist so that later when you want to watch it again, you know which video you have watched. And it's really gold. And one more thing, share this video link with as many people as possible so that many of them help and you get good karma or a big reward for doing good. Okay, this is gold. Thank you. Keep the spirit, keep sharing, and keep loving. Bye-bye.